Hello, Karin 𝗁𝗃𝗀𝘆 here on behalf of Makers Mercantile. Today I'm going to go over a few things that are in our newsletter for January 28th, 2022. So let's get started. First of all, we have a super saver kit for all you knitters. And this one's a little different than some of the others that we have because we're using a yarn that we haven't used all that much before. We are actually using Meister Stuck. See this? So Meister Stuck is a yarn from Zitron. It is 80% mohair and 20% extra fine merino. It is the softest mohair that I have ever discovered, and it doesn't come off on everything. See that? It's not coming off on the sweater. It is really, really nice. I can wear it right next to my skin. Look at this. See, I can put it right in here and have the pressure on there, and it doesn't itch whatsoever. I mean, it is really, really an awesome mohair. Another thing that makes this mohair really awesome, and I promise I won't send you this one that I've tucked into my shirt. The other thing that makes this really wonderful is that most mohairs are fingering weight. This is not. This is actually a worsted, even going on to a heavy worsted weight. It's a 50-gram ball and has 85 yards on it, or 85 meters. So, you know, take 85, add 10%. So you're looking at roughly 94, 93.5 yards to a 50-gram ball. And you're going to be using US 10 needles. So that's going to make it a pretty quick project. Now the project that is in the actual super kit, here's a photo right up here. It's not this shawl, but there's a photo right up here. It is a cowl, and it is a design by 𝗁𝗶𝗃𝗀𝗆𝗃 from Germany, and she does a lot of wonderful designs with Zitron yarns. Anyways, this one in particular is called 𝗁𝗶𝗃𝗀𝗆𝗁𝗁 Meister Stuck. So, which translates into the two-color masterpiece. And it really is a two-color masterpiece. So first of all, the yarn is called Meister Stuck, which means masterpiece. So we are having a little play on words there. But also, the way she has created the cowl, it just makes it a pleasure to create and a lot of fun. Because first of all, it's knit in the round, all right? So that's great. You don't have to go back and forth. No purl stitches, I don't think. So anyways, well, no, that's not true. There are some purl stitches. But it is knit in the round on US 10 needles, so you know it's going to go fast. And the rounds alternate quite a bit between either plain stockinette stitch or a two-stitch slip stitch combination. And so this way you get some beautiful patterning in your work without ever having to carry two colors at once, and it makes it very easy. So this could actually be for a beginner. The kit that we have has one each of these two colors. You've got your pinkish tones here and your greenish tones here. And this is another thing, is because these are variegated colors, they will make it look like you have a lot more color work inside your cowl than you actually do. This color right here goes from like bright pinks to some purples and so on. And this color here goes into the greens and a little bit more natural. So you combine the two together and you've got a really great piece. Now what makes it a super saver kit is that you get a lot of little extras and you're getting a great price. So not only are you going to get one each of these two colors, you're also going to get your US 10 AddiToGo needle. There you go. This is a circular needle. It's a great needle. If you haven't tried the rocket squared, then this is the time to do it. And I'm going to go a little bit more into the rocket squareds in a second. And you're going to get yourself a bag, and you're going to get a printed copy of the pattern. So there you go. You get a printed copy of the pattern, you get the 2 balls of yarn, you get your bag, and you get your needle, and it's regularly a value at $48, and you're going to get it all for $30. So it is a limited amount of kits, so if you're interested in it, go ahead and grab them up now. If you're a little afraid of mohair, I think this is a really great project to start on, because this mohair, like I said, not only is it super soft and doesn't scratch one bit, I find that when you're working with it too, it's not getting stuck in your nose. You know how some mohairs and some angoras get stuck in your nose? I find that this one does not do that. So there you go. That is our kit. It is called 𝗁𝗶𝗃𝗀𝗆𝗁𝗁 Meister Stuck, and of course translation, the two-color masterpiece, and that is how you'll find it online. There's also a link below, so get yours now while you can. Now, I told you just a second ago that I would tell you a little bit more about the 𝗁𝗱𝘆 rocket squared needles that are made by Addi in Germany. So here you can see, and I'm hoping that you can see this close up. I'm holding it right in front of the camera. You can see the tip, and you should be able to see the texture on these needles. What makes these square needles so special is, in the past, a lot of square needles had really rough edges. So you know, they would sort of dig into your hands. Yes, you could hold them easy, but they would dig into your hands, those corners would. These actually have rounded corners. So they're square, but the corner is slightly rounded, and on top of that, they have a very interesting texture to them. And the texture does many things. First of all, it feels good on your hands. Second of all, it acts a little bit as a brake because you've got a really slick material. You've got your coating on here that makes it all shiny and slick. And if you have a very slick yarn or something, it'll just hold it on the needle a little bit easier. Yet you can still knit as you normally would with any other set of the Addi rockets. It'll still go quickly. It just gives it a little bit of an extra grip for those slick yarns. So there you go. These are the Addi 𝗁𝗱𝘆 rocket squared needles made by Addi. And if you are interested in stocking up on these, we do have a special going on right now. If you purchase, 4 sets of needles, doesn't matter what size they are, any 4 sets, you can use the coupon code that is in the newsletter that will give you a 20% discount. And that is good through this, well, it's good through the end of the month. So I guess that's Monday night, because Monday is the last day of the month. So there you go. Get 4 Addi rocket squared, and you can get yourself 20% off. Now, if you have a problem with your stitches, like for instance, you're working on this cowl, and you're going to be doing it on a 24-inch needle. Well, when you put it in your bag, you want to keep your needles together so that the stitches don't come off. That is where this cute little thing comes in really handy. This is called the AddiToGo. And when you can see it has a little lever that you push. There you go. And when you push it and you pop your needles in it, oops, there you go. It holds your needles together. And so it will hold your needles together in your bag, and your stitches will not come off. Now, these AddiToGos come in 2 sizes. You can usually buy 1 box, and it has a big one in it. That's this one. This one goes up to the larger size needle, so I think it goes from an 8 to like a 13 or something. And then the other ones go from like the small sizes, from like a US 1 all the way up to a US 8. So these are called AddiToGos. We have them in stock. It's not a big investment at all, but you will absolutely never regret it. As a matter of fact, you'll probably want more after you buy 1 box. So those are our Addis to go. Now, we also have some needlepoint canvases on sale because we are no longer doing any of that. We have these great ones. These are designs by Anne Lane. I'm not sure it's Anne Lane or Annie Lane, but these are all hand-painted needlepoint canvases. Now, look at this little cute one here. It's called a Whole Lotta Love. Whole Lotta Love. It has your little sheep on it with little hearts. If you order now, you could possibly still get it done in time to gift somebody on Valentine's Day, because it is a very small little canvas. We also have other ones. We have one that's called 𝗁𝗶𝗄𝘀, and they all are sheep related. So I love the little 𝗁𝗶𝗄𝘀 one with the little sheep upside down with his glass of wine. And then we have a couple of large ones. We have a sheep in fall's clothing. Hopefully you can see these. And did I do that big enough? There we go. And then we have one that says Holy Sheep as well. So we have quite a few of them. They are now 60% off. And if you're interested, get those grabbed up before they are all gone. We also have one more thing in the newsletter, and that is we received a new shipment in of our silk cake. That is a beautiful yarn that is a silk and merino blend. Right here you can see this shawl pattern. Each time you buy one of our big cakes, a silk cake, it comes on a 400-gram cake so that you can right through it to make this whole shawl. You get the shawl pattern for free. So that's the silk cake. One cake takes you through the whole shawl. So there's no knots, there's nothing else you have to deal with, and you have beautiful, beautiful coloring. There's some drop stitches in here that give you a little bit of excitement while you're knitting it, besides just the excitement of the colors changing, which we always enjoy as well. So we just got a new order of those in. I think there's 5 colors for you to choose from, and I'm sure there is a button in the newsletter that you can click on that will take you there as well. And then, last but not least, I just want to remind you that next Tuesday evening, which is Tuesday the, what is it? It's the 1st. It's the 1st of February. Oh my God. Yes, the 1st of February, Tuesday the 1st of February. We do have our knit night. It's 5 p.m. Pacific time. So that's 7 p.m. if you're on the East Coast. And we do have a gentleman, his name is Darin Hollingsworth, and he's going to be having a chat with Kyle, so that should be really interesting. He has a project where he paints these positive rocks, positive affirmation rocks type of thing that make you feel good, and then he places them in various places. Anyways, I'm not going to tell you about it because I don't know that much about it. I just know that I found one a while back, and actually, I think I said this before. I'm not sure if he did it or if Kyle did it. But anyways, I still have that rock. It's made a positive impact on my life. And so anyone who makes a positive impact on my life, I think everybody should talk to, because you know what? There's not a lot of people around that always leave a positive impact with you. And he's one of them. So make sure that you join us on Tuesday. There is not only a link, but there's also the passcode and the Zoom event code all in the newsletter. You don't even have to register anymore. All right, I think that's it. Yep, it is the weekend. It's a Friday. We hope that you have a wonderful weekend. Take some time to be creative. And I know you people out east, I shouldn't say you people, but a lot of folks out east are getting just slammed with snow and other things. So if you're one of them, we hope that you stay warm, stay safe, and hopefully we will see you all again on Tuesday. Ciao.